Welcome back to part 2 of the accordion restoration of the Crucianelli Pancordion. Today we're going to begin disassembling the bass machine. Alright, welcome back. So these are the bass machine. I've created a chart where we have the first 1 through 20 and then 21 through 40 of the first row, and then the second row and the third row. So when they come out, they'll get recorded on the sheet, and then they'll get placed into the hole that aligns with their spot on the wood here. And we will be brushing and then hitting it with a little bit of steel wool and then just a little bit of isopropyl to wipe down. So I've already done a couple, but this fourth one looks like it's in the A flat diminished. This will be 1-4. So I write 1-4 there. It corresponds to the hole it's coming out of. Pull this guy out just like that. You'll notice it has focus, maybe. Oh, there you go. Maybe we can see it better. It's got a bit of debris there on the edge that we want to get, and then we just want to polish the rod a bit. So bear with me. We'll go take the brush, just a regular toothbrush. This one's got Batman on it, and I'm trying to keep it in the camera for now, but I'm going to avoid brushing it over the top of the accordion. Right, that's just to get rid of the big surface debris. A little bit of steel wool here, just to see what we can do. And then finally, just a little paper towel to wipe down the button. Okay. And now we look at it, and it's nice and clean. And then we'll put that into the corresponding hole, the number 4, and it just fits right in there. Well, we're done with the first 40. I was just playing with the mechanism back here. Now that I've loosened it up a bit, you can see the bass registers shifting. That's good. They were just a little slow, but we worked out most of the gunk, it seems like. It's all open. Lower, I don't know. If you look at the C major bar, looks like somebody repaired a rod there, but the problem is it looks like he set it kind of high, because you'll notice that that peg is higher than all the others, as is that peg, which means that when this button goes down, it's a bit slow to respond. Like, you gotta go deeper than you'd expect. So we may try to undo those there in this bent metal here and slide them down a bit. Yeah, because I don't like that it's not as responsive as you'd like, especially on a C major chord. The quick note here, as we get into the next set of 40, there's a little plastic barrier here that you have to remove. So I just grabbed it, with tweezers, and it pops right out. Twinges out, and then give it a little slide, and it pops right out. And we put that over here. There are also little glued thingies that just came off. I'll probably re-glue them because they help fasten the, you see right there, they help fasten the plastic to that bit. Also, one problem I had on the C major rod had these repairs, a welded bit there and a welded bit here, which you can see if we, you can't really see, but the rod's not as good. So I replaced it and I shifted the rod to a less used, what would that be, minor chord, somewhere on the edge here. And now my C minor chord rod is better. So there you go. Nice. Just like that, the first 2/3 of the machine have been disassembled, and you can see the salt. So we really want to get down there. So this bar just lifts right up, just like that. And we will clean this because it's a little gunky on the back. But yep, that's the bar. And then we're gonna take these screws out, all right, and then pull these last buttons out. And these are the rods, right? So we'll pop those out with these screws here, and probably just do half at a time, right? And then yeah. Theoretically, I can undo these larger screws and pull all the remaining rods out at the same time, and I probably could have done that with this set too. But yeah, so that's something to think about. I think you can pull all these in sections, at least on this model. I'm probably gonna keep doing what I'm doing though, so I can clean each one individually. But as a future, as a future tip, some of these can be removed by section. Although reinserting them is going to be more awkward, but yeah. Welcome back. It's been just about 5 hours. I've pulled all 120 buttons out. Now we have this, and you can see that it is very salty, but in otherwise good condition, right? That salt's going to come right off. Now as we look, we're going to remove these screws. It'll lift this plate out, and then it'll give us access to all of this. And then we're going to take out these screws as well. And we'll notice that let's see, if you draw your attention to the bottom bar, right, every bar is held on by one of these retaining bars. So we will be sliding them out one at a time. And then when they go back in, they just have to align with one of these bars, right? So if we look at this, this bottom row here, it's connected to this rod, right? See it moving? So every bar, we're gonna remove them in order and then reinstall them in the reverse order after we get all this salt. This will also be our opportunity to check the pallets on the bass keys. We're gonna do that by when we get to that point, we'll shine a light, through it, and we're searching for any light sources, but I don't see any. It's pretty dark in there, so we might be all right. This is probably the most annoying part. And then right here, these are connected to the switches, the bass register switches. So we'll probably see about getting in and just getting some of the dust out of there and get the action a little bit higher. the last clip I said these rods are retaining rods, but they're clearly key pallet rods. So when I lift this key pallet, that's how the key works, right? So we just got to make sure every rod gets under its key. As I said, I'm finally finished with disassembling the bass machine. It only took me 5 hours. And I still need to clean the bass rods. So please join me for part 3, where we clean some bass rods and put those back together. Thank you.